Okay, so some of you might have been wondering what I'm up to. I bought Trailfinder 2. Some of you follow me on Instagram. I've had a couple pictures of it up already. And somewhere along the line I was trying to paint it. Got the checkerboard on the roof that I wanted. I was trying to do some green on the front. I had some orange peel. And somewhere in the middle of trying to fix that, my roof fell off, or the hood fell off. So what I'm going to try and do is get it hinged and put something inside. Make it actually look like it's an engine. Okay, so as you can see, it's already partially complete. All I did was put some plastic brackets on the side of the engine, a couple of pieces on the bottom of it. The main reason I did the ones on the bottom is they actually hide one of these little rare earth magnets again. I want some way to hold this shut rather than just taping it shut, so that'll work good. On the inside of the cab, I hope this comes up on film, I've actually fabricated a couple of little brackets, one here and one on the other side, and they actually correspond to where these fit. So if I slide this in here, slide it in between, close the lid, I'm going to drop a little cotter pin in there. You can basically pick these up in the aircraft section of most hobby shops. They're basically hinge pins for aircraft wings. Throw one in this side, one on the opposite side, and basically that's what you get. Now I'm going to play around a little bit with the hinges so that I can open it a little bit more. That's not as much as I wanted. I wanted a little bit more than that. But I can fix that with simply shaving off some of the brackets that I put on. Okay, the next step I'm going to take here is actually building a firewall on this thing. Now I've put the body on. It's not fully attached, but it's relatively close to where it's supposed to sit. And as you can see, I want a firewall in here. I want to be able to attach stuff between here and the front grille. Now, it's going to take a couple of tries at fitting. This is my second actual attempt. Here's my first. I mean, this one fits pretty good. It's not quite on the right curves and angles. Second thought, I might go back to that one. Put a little bit of a curve on it so it fits on the windshield, or underneath the windscreen here. The trick to doing this, from what I see, especially on this kit, I've never built one of these before, but I know I've got windshield wipers going here. They go on with screws. I've got some lights going here, some here, and they go on with screws. So I'm going to need to leave access points for all of this stuff when I'm building this. So that means, even though I'm going to try and come across here with a firewall down the side, put in some wheel wells, I need to leave this open and this open enough to get at it with a screwdriver, or like a hex driver. Even though the screws are small and I got a couple of ball end wrenches that I can get into some funny angles, I still need to leave room for some stuff, just to have some access in here. Once again, just leave some leave some maintenance in it. I can actually do some stuff with it in the long run. I mean, it's no good to me if I burn out bulbs and it takes me like 4 or 6 hours just to replace a bulb. I'd like to be able to just unscrew it, put a new bulb in, screw it back in, and call her done. I'm hoping I'm going to get as much detail on this as I can. The main reason I'm doing this right now is Rude Boy's Tough Truck is coming up, and I'm trying to get a decent looking truck together. I want to scale out in points. It's only 2.5 weeks away, so this will be a tight time frame to build this. You won't get a lot of video on this. It'll be a little snippet here, a little snippet there. Most of it's the same stuff that I was using on that last build, even though it's sort of been shelved for the moment. It's still probably going to get finished, but there's just been too many other things going on in life right now. So, anyways, let me see what I can do with this fire. Okay, so this is what I got so far. Hood is on, and I've actually got part of a firewall in there. When I was doing all my brackets and everything, I was test fitting a couple other parts. This is actually the dashboard that comes with this kit, and it comes with a couple extra separate tabs that were mounted on the side of it. So Oops, where'd it go? There it is. I had a tab mounted roughly there that I cut off. Another one on this side. That way I can actually get around my hinges that you can see in there. Like I've got cotter pins in there already. I haven't bent them because I'm still probably going to take this in and out half a dozen times during the construction on this. But as you can see, I had to make some clearance on these hinges so that they actually work. But this firewall, if you can see it, is fit fairly close around. If I can get my hood up here. The mechanics in this truck. I mean, this body's not down 100%. Let's see what we got. There we go. Once again, it's fairly snug. It's supposed to look like it's not even there in the end, so. But I've got everything fairly tight around the motor and the steering servo in this truck. So I can come off above that and actually build what looks like an engine block and a carburetor. And like that's kind of the next step. No, next step's probably wheel wells. Get some wheel wells in here. I'm probably gonna mount a piece temporarily to the shock towers. That way I get it coming off exactly where they need to come. So I'll mount a piece of plastic to each of these and then build off that and go back to the firewall on both sides. And I still have to leave enough clearance so that I can clear my hinges in the end. So anyways,